Okay, now let's move on. We know how many units we need to produce, how much direct material do we need to produce, and how much is it going to cost. So let's look at our direct materials budget. It says the rail company, 5 pounds of material are required to produce a unit of product. Management wants materials on hand at the end of each month to equal 10% of the following month's production. October 31st, 13,000 pounds of material were on hand. The material cost is 40 cents per pound. Let's play our game. So we have our production units. Where did we get those? From the production budget. We go to the production budget. We put those units in for April, May, and June, and then we add our pounds. The question itself said there would be 5 pounds of material required for each production unit. So 26,000 pounds times 5 pounds. We need 130,000 pounds of production needs. Now, how about our desired ending inventory? If we look at our desired ending inventory, it's 10% of the following month's production needs. So the following month's production needs, if we calculate them correctly, 46,000 times 5 is 230. 10% of that is 23,000. So we need 23,000 pounds of material for April to be left over. So again, we take production needs in April of 130,000 plus the 23,000 we need to be left over. We need to produce or have 153,000 pounds of material available, and then beginning inventory they gave us is 13,000. So we need to purchase 140,000 pounds of material. 140,000 pounds of material. 13,000 of it, which is already there, so we don't have to purchase those, gives us 153,000 that we're going to use. 23,000 of it's going to be left over for next month, and of course 130,000 of it's going to go into the production for the production needs. So we simply go through these same calculations through the next couple of months. The ending inventory in April becomes the new beginning inventory in May. So the 23,000 ending inventory in April becomes beginning inventory in May, and the $145,000 production or 145,000 pound requirement in June becomes 10% of that for ending inventory in May. And we just walk through the spreadsheet again, and we end up with a very similar situation than we had with our previous budget, in that we end up with all the numbers adding correctly down, and then as we go across, the two numbers that you have to pay attention to are your beginning inventory and your desired ending inventory. Those do not add across. So when you get to the end of the quarter here, you'll see that your desired ending inventory is the ending inventory from June, and that your beginning inventory is the beginning inventory from April, but every other number tends to add across. And of course, the price per, or the material used per pound doesn't add either. It's obviously just $5 per pound. So when you start putting your materials budget together, you think, okay, the inventory numbers are going to be different. Everything else should add down and add across, and everything should turn out in the end. Obviously, the 503,500 is not only going to work down vertically from 101,000 down, but it's also going to work across through material to be purchased. We're going to purchase 503,500 pounds of material this quarter, and this is to meet our production needs. Now that we have the production needs, we need to turn and see how much that's going to cost. So we've done direct material, how much we need. The next is how much we need, how much is that going to cost.